See, these things have been happening on and off, and it shows that the issue has not been resolved. The one we started on May 3, 3rd May 2023. From there onwards, the things have not been completely resolved. In fact, it's a very strange situation. We are normalizing what is essentially an abnormal condition. So that thing has happened. This is another incident. You have two deployments around that area. One of the CRPF, another is the Indian Army units are there. Same thing happened some months back. I have tried to visit the place. The security forces didn't allow me. In that district only, there is a place called Nganukhon. There was a bomb blast, and nearby you have the Central Security Forces. We understand that our security forces are working under extreme difficult situation, and yet this has been happening since the beginning of the crisis. That public trust in our security agencies and forces have been happening. Particularly among the Central Security Forces, and there has been a lot of suspicions about their partitions, what people feel as a partition role, and these kind of incidents reinforces that mistrust. So it's unfortunate. One is barely 5 years old, and the younger sister is only 5 months. In Manipuri, we have a function called Chawumba. Means when the child started, it's there in the UP and other also. You have this ceremony where the newborn baby, when they started taking solid food. जो solid food लेने शुरू हुआ ना, उसका एक ritual है. तो वो 2 दिन में करने वाला था वो बच्ची का. Mother is a nurse working in a hospital in Guwahati, in our neighboring state of Assam, I was told. But he is the father of these 2 children, a BSF soldier. He is posted in Bihar. It's heartbreaking. It's very disturbing, and the mothers, I barely could watch her. So I think that incident is, however tragic it is, my first reaction is that the government must be honest. The Indian security forces is not doing a peacekeeping mission in a foreign country. Okay, they are doing like separating people, creating buffer zones, though they don't officially admit it, which can only happen in foreign countries where you are doing a peacekeeping mission. You can't do that in your own country because you are restricting people's right to go to their homes and visit places. It's fundamental rights enshrined in Article 19 of the Constitution. So you can't do this. For a momentary, you can have 144 CRPC and stuff like that. You can restrict, but not normalize like this for 3 years, separating people. You have never done in this country. When whichever violence, communal violence you have seen, this kind of practice, but I don't know why government of India is doing. They stopped me when it happened a couple of times. I am an MP, member of parliament of our National Assembly called Parliament, and I was restricted from going there. I mean, this is, and I file a RTI, they refuse to answer. वो बोलेगा कि बफर जोन है ही नहीं है, लेकिन हकीकत में वो इम्पोज करके रखा हुआ है. So this kind of dishonesty and blatant illegal unconstitutional measures and increasing distrust on security forces because you have not completely reined in this violence. You said weapons have been recovered. ये कहाँ से आए? RPGs and others. If you have recovered the weapons, ये कहाँ से आए? Have you seen the pictures of that 2 kids? It's heartbreaking. Before the good night, जो mother ने बोला रो के, रात को सोने से पहले जो बड़े वाला जो 5 साल के लड़का बोलगा मामा आई लव यू बोला, मैं आपसे बातें करती हूँ. इस मोमेंट में भी ना मेरा फीलिंग, I can feel that pain. So people are very agitated. And then the reports I get that the response of the security forces was also delayed. I was told that this CRPF unit did not come out after the bomb blast happened. They should have rushed in there immediately. They didn't do it. It was pretty delayed. So the suspicion of the people get, and I think this is very unfortunate. It is a failure of lastly the political will of, and I think partly now I can also absorb our senior officials of our security forces. I understand that they are working under extremely sensitive and pressing situation, and I think their professional competency must come in full display, and there should be control in it. But again, you see, post that people got agitated since they were not coming out. They think because of the mistrust, the feeling that they are taking a partisan role, they have not been able to stop such violence. That feeling has led to this assumption that the troops were involved, so they were storming that one. Even in that response, जो standard operation का जो procedure होता है when to manage crowd, I don't know whether they have rapid action force in that unit to deal with, because given the situation, you know that this crowd management, is there a proper coordination between the CRPF and then military and the police to manage the crowd? And you don't do it blankly. You give a live fire, and then 3 people died, and this. So I think the professional competency and responsibility is increasingly being eroded in these responses. I think it's very unfortunate incident, and I must add, which continues even today. It started on 7 night, intervening night between early in 7, I think it's around 1:30 that incident happened. From that it goes on. Yesterday again, complete lack of sensitivity. Reportedly some drugs were arrested from Imphal airport. An Assam rifle went because that person whom they have detained has disclosed, saying that reportedly there were more drugs and perhaps other illegal stuff, including weapon. And they went to recover that in a civilian dress in such a sensitive period, and without police. Assam Rifle is in a paramilitary force. If you are trying to recover drugs, you can have a unified team of police and to support. But you are going like that, and the incident happened yesterday again in Tinungai. And then images of ambulance being stopped. Very rough way of talking. Red Cross ambulance are not touched by people even in wartime. Yesterday, the video is going viral on social media. These security forces were asking them to come down, stop after stopping the vehicle. It's clearly written it's Red Cross. You see that whether it is our constitutional norm or international standard, the things have been going very bad there. I think this is symptomatic of the way the crisis has been addressed or not addressed by the government of India, properly as it is expected. Otherwise, that's the situation overall. That's how I feel. Today, so that's why our party, Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee, have submitted to the Prime Minister a 10-point demand, including to institute a inquiry commission under Commission of Inquiry Act 1952 to look into this death of 3 civilians who died in the firing on this 7. So I think there are a series of things are happening. This is very unfortunate. And the Prime Minister is busy campaigning and the elections in the right, such an important bill. Also, they have arranged a special session. Not the word comes out from them still. This has been, it will, in history of this country, it will be noted in the days to come. Future generation in this country will ask, why did the government behave like that? Manipur is not a vassal state of an empire. It is a unit of the Union of India, where the constitutional order must work. Indian security forces must do their constitutional responsibility. They shouldn't behave like a peacekeeping mission in a foreign country, separating citizens for 3 years. That's not done.
ठीक
Thank you.